Hey, I'm Jesse Adams of the Actors Warehouse, man, and we're here actually meeting there because we got some big things coming up for the new year, and this year around Christmas. I'm with David Bourne, my good friend, John Lansch, and David is a good friend of mine. But we're working on the show we're putting together, and John Lansch and I are working on getting your act together for the Actors Warehouse. We've teamed up with John Lansch Studios and Actors Warehouse to get some great stuff on the channel that's going to help you out. But as you know, when you're going to be watching the episodes, that it's kind of changed. It's a point where I'm working, and then everything stops. I look different. And today, I just want to get that and clear the air because I'm back, and thank God that all my friends and family are with me, and we got through this. So I got cancer, right, on my tonsil, and so I had to go through treatments, which just shut everything down. It's been a journey, but I'm on the other side of it, and we're moving forward. And I got my boys here, and we're going to work, man. So right now, I'm just going to talk and answer any questions that anybody might have because I'm with my best friends.
I guess it kind of goes back to Jesse because, me and Jesse, we all been good buddies working together for the last 15, 20 years. And we've done so much stuff together. And when you first started having your throat issues, you kind of said you was having kind of a sore throat for a while. You said, my throat's kind of sore.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's just it. It was during COVID right when it happened, so you're doing the K-Health. So it was a sore throat. They gave me antibiotics, sore throat, antibiotics, and then around Christmas, the lymph nodes swelled up, so I went to the emergency room, and they gave me more antibiotics. But then eventually I went to an ENT doctor, and, and she looked, she said, go get that gold card right away, and then ended up doing a biopsy and finally it was cancerous. So I went through the process, and, we had to put everything on hold, because remember we were working on the kids show for Actors Warehouse, working with that, and then we also working on murder mysteries, so all that had to be put on hold and go through these treatments, man. So
it's interesting at first too, because I know when you first said they had found the cancer, that it was going to be a slight treatment they were going to give you. They weren't going to have to do the hardcore chemo. Then it turned out that it was even more.
Right. It ended up being because they wanted to attack it aggressively because it wasn't exactly it was a viral cancer, right? So it was on the tonsils, located in one location, so they attacked aggressively. So 5 days a week, radiation on the throat, right? And 1 day a week, infusions of chemotherapy, tough stuff.
It's right up your alley. We've always attacked everything.
Yeah, it was. that was.
This is the man who, before he goes into treatment, is down there for 2 or 3 solid weeks over at our studios.
Yeah, Stage Directions.
And Stage Directions, and we're putting together our murderies and our online work, and we're promoting the Robin Show and stuff with John, and he's just working like there's nothing wrong in the world. So it was interesting because if you hadn't have told us that you had cancer, you would have known it because nothing changed physically until you had to go through the treatment, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it does.
It was basically not eating, man. We go through the treatment, okay, and I just have to tell everyone, I am cancer-free. Right, they did a good job. And I want to thank the doctors at Harris County Health. That system is wonderful, and they care about everybody there. And they worked with MD Anderson, and everybody was so wonderful because they worked closely with MD Anderson, and I was one of the big test cases, so everybody was just so happy with my attitude. Matter of fact, I was the most successful patient for that last 10 months or whatever.
Attitude means everything.
Attitude means everything. It's Jesse Adams. It don't surprise me. It's just what the man brings.
Shut up.
Well, they don't.
Y'all making me blush.
Oh, making the blessings, the blessings of God and everything. We went through so much in life that we know that we can't give up because there's so much in store for us, man. And I could tell that when I talked to you. I didn't talk to you for a while. Then I talked to you. Your voice was weak, and then I was so happy when, about a month and a half, I talked to you, and your voice came back, and I was like, "This is great. Yeah, this is getting back to healing and full recovery, man."
Now, the one thing I left out of the comment, I almost died, man.
Oh, man.
I didn't share this with many people, man. The day I rang the bell, right, ding, 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 I was just weak, nothing. They couldn't even get blood out of my arms, right? I mean, I was just like, right, ding, ding.
The cancer-free bill. The
cancer-free. Rang the bell. Ding. My doctor calls. She goes, get to the emergency room. I said, I'm going to go home. And I think the worst thing was at the moment when it was like, that was a Friday. I didn't want to go. It was right when COVID came back to the city. So everybody was hitting the hospital. I was like, I ain't going. They kicking people out of the hospital. But I remember it was Sunday night. And I remember my dad and my mom walked in. They just been gracious. And my dad just looked on his face like, that's not my son. I don't know what to do. They were like, we don't know what to do. And they called a friend of mine, Steve Explode, and said he needs to go to the hospital. He said, June, go to the hospital. I said, okay. And we went that Monday morning, right and early. And we got, I mean, it was just amazing. I went, they gave me a wheelchair. It was like COVID time, right? Pushed me all the way through. If I would have gotten there 5 minutes later, it would have been 5 days to get a room.
Wow.
So that was a moment.
It's called timing, man.
Timing,
Yeah,
baby.
it's
And then,
called
you know, God, it's just perfect timing. And, you know, 5 days of giving me fluids, kidneys almost failed, but here we are, man. I just wanted to share that, man, because it is. It's when you got great people around you, it makes a difference, man. Right?
Well, that's right. The positive energy that you've always given, you know, and there you go. I mean, I knew it was pretty bad, you know, and you know, cancer, as we know, is a bitch, and it took you right to the edge.
Yeah.
I didn't know it really got that close, and man, that's just fantastic. That's just 5 days. It'd have been 5 days.
I never even been to the hospital, man. And all I can think of, man, is like, I'm in this big suite, man. 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. But anyway, that was really good. They took care of me over there too as well. I mean, everybody was great. You know, it's just been a great journey. It's a testimony that we'll be able to use on your show when we travel across America,
Yeah.
and we'll be able to work with kids across America. Just give them opportunity, especially with the kids that we're developing and
Never
training.
quit.
Well, you know, what we like to see, Jesse, is that is everybody having a survivor story, but our best friends, especially.
Yeah, man.
No one, it's really you're going to hard to find anyone out there, Jesse, that hadn't had a family member or a good friend that has been touched by cancer. I mean, my mother was a cancer victim, diagnosed late in life, and you know, her treatment was not so successful because they missed stuff. You know, they didn't catch it early, and it's just timing in life, you know. And so, like, I did a fundraiser and auction last week for Golfers Against Cancer.
Right.
We raised $27,000 on 7 auction items. Why? Because people know how important it was. We had a doctor from MD Anderson speaking.
Right.
And
They were wonderful. I mean, you know what? One day they wrote one of the report because I cared about all you guys. And the doctor goes, this is amazing. And he wrote in his report, we're going to make sure he doesn't have cancer, right? Because he wants to get back to his people and he feels a sense of responsibility. And because we were on our way, man, we were rolling. It's like, come on, let's go. And we still rolling, but, you know, we picked up, but it was like, man, we rolling and we had to stop. But it was something happened, like your ribs got hurt and you had to go do something and DJ, so something slowed us down anyway. But now we're back and we're moving forward and it's even better now.
And in many ways, COVID had pretty much put everything on
Yeah, right.
hold.
That's
we
really
were
what it was.
working for virtual stuff. We were doing in studios,
Right.
and now we're getting back to live. And I'm fully vaccinated, and you know, I'm someone who, you know, we're trying to be as careful as we can around people that are, you know, high risk, and you've got to be careful. And it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated. I still got COVID when I was working on the Scorsese film.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I've been vaccinated, and after 2 weeks later, I tested negative, and so then I got like 90 days. I'm still in the 90-day free zone. Would you wonder why is he so next to a man with cancer? Because we're cool. We're good to go. We're taking care of
Good,
ourselves.
man.
Right?
We didn't work, so we've been working. I mean, hey, we all good.
That all came to a stop, and now it's all picking up. The groundwork had been laid, though, right?
Yeah.
All
That's
the
a
work
beautiful
had been
thing.
done.
Our channel's been laid. We got episodes with like introductions for so many shows, and then it was just really picking up where we left off. We laid the groundwork, and now we got some even bigger things that are coming into play, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. And you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that's the difference. But man, I got a testimony about life and everything that you guys are gonna be able to see. Through all the shows, all the people we meet on the journey ahead. We're about to have fun. We got a movie that we're producing, a short, and we're producing a show, acting, training on the site, working with John Lansch Studio, and another movie. Matter of fact, we cast one of the guys from his school in the movie, and we're changing the game. And so we got a live show that's called The Flag of Robin Williams, a tribute to Robin Williams, The Flag, where we're going to just tour this around and show America we love them and do what we need to do.
Just a patriotic red, white, and blue, love America, life, loving God, because that's what Jesse Adams is always doing.
That's what I said, man. Never give up. And you know what? It's hard for me. It's hard for me, but we just get the nature of what we're doing it for. We want to bless people. We want people's hearts to say, wait a minute, man, let's just do what we do and be who we are. And we're just going to have fun on this one, man. And
That's right.
I don't know, man, but we're about to rehearse. We got to get to rehearsing it. But we love you, and You know,
Thank God you're back. man.
I'm back, and
Right,
I'm
baby.
Jesse Adams of the Actors Warehouse, your industry connection.
Your industry connection. The Actors Warehouse. The Actors Warehouse.